Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Oh my God, your thread, my favorite. You said we can end this for good in November, America. We can do this. We can bring this era we've been damned to live through to an end. Of course he lies, but he said, do we have this? He said he won't run again. Do we have this?
Oh, we do. It's in there somewhere.
Where is it? Carry the four. Hold, please. Talk amongst yourself, Rude Pundit.
I read it. Hold on.
Oh, dear.
I know where it is.
This is fun.
This is fun. This is great.
This is good radio.
All waiting.
It's fantastic.
11. Here we go.
Yeah,
If you're not successful this time, do you see yourself running again in 4 years?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I think that will be it. I don't see that at all. I think that hopefully we're going to be successful.
No, you're not going to be. But anyway,
he's a liar.
I know he lies about everything. He probably will run again
I
the
know,
day
but
after to
it's
stay out of
not-
prison. But yes.
It's a nice thought.
I know. But you are right, though. There could be what are we calling it? A happy ending, Rude Pundit? That there could be a
boy.
happy ending at the end of this long, torturous
Yeah.
nitmare.
And people are saying, well, there's all those other MAGA people, and I'm just like, no, you don't understand. Without him, it goes away. They're going to try.
Yeah.
They're going to try to pump somebody up to be Trump-like,
Yeah.
even if it's Junior.
Oh, God.
But it's not going to happen.
It does feel like
There's
cutting
no
the
movement without him.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like cutting the head off the snake. That I do feel like you're right. Actually, this is Liz Cheney. Just real quick, now that you brought this up.
It's hard for me to see how the Republican Party survives because it's been so corrupted. But we need two strong parties in this country, and so we'll have to figure out how we move forward.
Can the party purge itself of Trump? Is that something that can happen?
I think the way that I think about it, and this is based upon spending a lot of my time traveling around the country and talking to people, Republicans and Democrats and independents, that we need our political system to reflect the goodness of the American people.
Rude, not that you've ever personally been involved in something like this, but don't you feel like this election's going to be like we're in bed between Dick and Liz Cheney, and we're all having a meth party, rave, whatever. We're all like, woohoo,
Oh,
yeah, we're going to save America. And then we do, and then we fall asleep, and then you wake up in the middle with like Dick and Liz Cheney. And then you have to chew your own arm off to get away because you're like, the minute we get our country back, we'll be like, no, Jesus, right?
Yeah, and she can talk all she wants in a good game now about the goodness of the American people, as soon as Trump's gone, they're reverting back to the evil MFers they always were.
Yes.
Which honestly can be fun and bad, but you're just filled with regret and ache. Like
Yes.
the next day.
If you feel like a man that speaks from experience, but okay. You wrote a piece, Springfield, Ohio, a warning about
Only a few bruises.
warning about a second Trump administration. You said, well, obviously, not a single damn case turned out to be true of all these lies about Springfield. You said, but that didn't slow Trump, Vance, and all the MAGA masturbators from spewing hate.
Yep.
In the faces of the people in Springfield.
Sometimes I write a line, Stephanie, and I know it's just for you.
Attorney General of Ohio, who's been kissing Trump's ass like it's made of candy and money. The truth didn't matter. Not even when Trump got fact-checked during his debate with Kamala Harris. Every single thing they accused Haitians of turned out to be a lie. But you finish, instead of steady progress, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have plunged Springfield into a nightmare of death threats and bomb threats against schools and hospitals and public buildings, taking away more resources from the town. I mean, you're right. That is a cautionary tale of what all America is going to be if Trump gets back in.
And that he is not just doubling down on that rhetoric, he is amping it up. It is now turned up to 11. In his speech in Pennsylvania yesterday, he goes on and on about how, we're going to stop all migrants from coming in. We have to stop it. They're changing everything. Look at Paris and London and Minnesota. I was like, well, those are the three, most charming places on earth, aren't they? And I'm like, I literally was just in Paris, and not just, but a couple of months ago, I was in Paris and London, and I'm like, They seemed fine to me. It was like, and everybody I know in Minnesota is like, no, we're okay.
Yeah.
And the thing that
Look
gets
at
me
you,
about
Mr. Fancy Pants. Okay.
I know.
You see
But the
London,
thing that
you
gets
see
me-
France.
Really? We're going where?
I bet you he left his underpants, too, because you know him.
Well, you don't
Whore.
wear any.
Man whore.
You don't wear underpants.
No.
Yeah, no, but I have underpants all over the world. So there's
You did that underpants across America, didn't you?
Yeah.
A few years back?
yes,
In the
yes,
80s.
I did. You get a visit from me, you get left underpants. It's the way I roll.
But to your point, this is exactly what's happening in Afghanistan with the Taliban. Like, Trump has told us exactly what he's going to do. The Washington Post said, as the Taliban starts enforcing draconian new rules on women in Afghanistan, it has also begun to target a group that didn't see tight restrictions on them coming, Afghan men. And you just said leopards face, Afghanistan edition. Once again, the leopard face-eating party is shocked that a leopard ate their face.
Yeah, I didn't think they meant my face. Yeah, and the thing that gets me about Springfield, and this goes along with that, is that Springfield, Ohio, and the district, it's a Republican district, and it's a Republican town. It's a town that elected a Republican mayor. It has a Republican representative in Congress, the district. The Republican who hasn't said one word about any of this. And a Republican governor who's speaking out about it. And it's like, it would have been the easiest thing in the world for them to just say, see, look at these immigrants, these legal immigrants and what they're doing for the city. And yes, we should support legal immigrants because, it would have given at least some modicum of validity to their BS about undocumented migrants.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were talking, Jody and I have been talking about this whole, I don't know how much more surgically they could piss off more women if they tried, from Trump and Vance all the way on down. Chris Hayes tweeted, Ohio Republican Senate candidate wonders why women are so focused on abortion and then muses that postmenopausal women can't get pregnant, so why do they care?
Hi, postmenopausal woman right here.
Yes. Well,
no, you're not. You're only in your early 40s.
Right. I could be in perimenopause, couldn't I?
You could be in perimenopause.
Okay.
For sure.
Rude. Why? How did we... They lost all sense on their side of living in a society. Mm-hmm. We pay, as we always say, we don't have kids. We pay taxes to support our schools because we live in a effing society. Like, the fact that they would think we don't care because we can't have children anymore about it, this is insane. And it also is like, Pretty Little Women are going to forget all about that. That's what Trump just said, right?
Yeah. The infantilizing of women has become another kind of staple of republicanism at this point. What was it, Trump last night in his creepy, I'll be your protector.
I have that somewhere.
Yes. No, we have the number this time. Hold, please.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free.
It's like a Kotex commercial.
I'll be your protector.
You will no longer be thinking about abortion. So all they talk about abortion because we've done something that nobody else could have done. Yes. It is now where it always had to be, with the states and a vote of the people.
Women are very happy. They are confident and secure. What? He literally sounds like a Kotex commercial.
Yeah.
What there, little lady. Let that little thought go out of your head by November. They do not know what's coming, do they?
He got even worse yesterday, where he was like, "You will, you won't have any danger, or you won't have to worry about anything." And I said, it sounds like he's whispering through the door of the basement he's locked, where he's keeping a pregnant woman. I mean, it's just the creepiest thing, and this idea that, first of all, did he say abortion instead of abortion?
Yes, he did say abortion.
Yeah, you won't have to worry about it. I'm like, why don't you ask some of the pro-life groups how they're going to feel when all the states, make it part of their.
He was thinking of Russian abortions. That's what he was thinking.
Stephanie, no.
Yeah.
Don't continue that anymore.
Stop it.
He started.
Do you want me to say what a borscht sometimes looks like?
No, I was just thinking that too. That's weird. I was thinking that too.
Yeah. Okay. Even you didn't go there.
Made a beat. So, rudeness, where are you? I was saying about the whole poly coaster that we've been riding. Like, there's one that's great, then there's no, swing state ones that aren't. You're just like, oh my God. And you know, I think we have to, I was saying about the needle, I think Mark Elias is threading, because what they're counting on is that we despair and that we don't turn out because we think, oh, it's already rigged and blah, blah, blah. So I think, he expresses confidence, but it just, you cannot say it enough. Vote. Check and recheck your registration, all of that stuff, right? Because I think we have to count that the Mark Eliases will take care, hopefully legally, of the Georgias, and Nebraska just took care of itself. But it just feels like whack-a-mole, doesn't it? You're like, oh my God, what new way have they come up with today to try to steal this election for Donald Trump?
Yeah, and and that's why they've got to concentrate on the states that are led by Democrats, and where that kind of election effery can't happen. The problem might not end up being that you need to go and vote. The problem might be that you can't get to vote. You don't have access to voting. That they've shut down so many of the voting locations in your district that the line is hours and hours long that we see all the time. Right. That they've passed laws that have made it so difficult for you to sign up to get a mail-in ballot that it becomes impossible. Where is it? Where you have to, Florida, where you have to actually fill in the PDF online, then print it out and mail it, and make sure you sign it and date it correctly, or it won't be valid. I mean, they've made it so difficult that even if you really want to vote and are trying to, they will prevent you from doing it.
It's all we can say, right? That's why to me, you got to vote as soon as you can.
Right.
Vote, early, vote as soon as you can. I mean, we're so spoiled out here in California just because, we're not a voter suppression state. Right. We mail in our ballot. We get a thing immediately. We get a text saying we got your ballot. And then you get a thing, we counted your ballot. Or if there's a problem with your signature or whatever, they tell you so you have time to fix it. Yep. I mean, they want everybody to vote. It's not partisan.
I still go in.
You do it in a civilized way? Like you actually care about democracy?
Right.
Weird.
You crazy commies out there in California.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, by the way, that attack is working? The comrade Kamala, and she's going to bring communism? Like, what?
It works with the base.
I don't know.
It works with
Do
the
people
base.
even know what that is? His morons? Like, what?
Well, he talked about wanting Johnny Carson back last night.
Yes,
I mean, it's like... Literally, he said the Tonight Show, will bring back Johnny Carson. And I'm like, all right, reanimate his ass.
Yeah.
Let's get him out there.
Dig his old bones up.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be for Trump. But
sky high if corpse Johnny Carson was hosting the
But that
Tonight
really,
Show.
more than ever, this election, it's about the past. He lives in the past.
Yeah.
He thinks, his glory days are in the past. I love Suzanne Craig's new book. The title is Lucky Loser. Mm-hmm. That sums up everything. He has been a loser all his life. Right? Oh. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tragic to watch. It's always tragic to watch how many people fall for it again and again and again. Yeah. And you're sitting there going, "What is wrong with you? Who hurt you, Trump voters?
Who hurt you?
Show me where somebody hurt you."
Show us on the Trumpy doll where the bad man touched you. All right, we love you. Speaking of bad men, we love you anyway.
Oh,
Rude
yeah.
Pundit.
Oh, that's right. And one day you'll find the underpants I hid in your place.
Okay. Uh-oh. All right. Ew. I love you. Goodbye.
There's no denying it. The vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.